Fun and rewarding as it is, a nice flight is often a means to an end, a way to get to a destination. For me, a few times a year that includes taking my bicycle along on the trip. Here's one such trip from September of 2019 to Lake Geneva in the state of Wisconsin for the Fat Tire Ride of Lake Geneva. It starts with getting my bicycle to the airport and into my Bonanza. The A36 is a bit slower than the V-tail Bonanza, as my friend Matt keeps reminding me, but with the large cabin and the big doors, we call them the barn doors, it is very easy to bring large, bulky items along for the flight. In fact, it's harder to put my bike into my car than into my airplane. The Bonanza seats are very easy to take out to make room for luggage. For the bikes, my handy friend, neighbor and fellow pilot Clint, he just completed his Zenith stall home built a year ago, created this little contraption for me which slides onto the seat rails and has a quick release mount for my bicycle. All of this happens without any tools and can be accomplished in mere minutes. With the mount, it is really easy to secure a bicycle. Or, like in this case, two bicycles, since my friend Brian will be joining me for the flight tomorrow. On Friday, I still work half a day before heading out to the airport. The weekend is here. It's Friday afternoon. I am on my way to the hangar, just arriving at the airport. Got to fuel up the plane. Turns out last night a storm came through the area in Burlington, Wisconsin. That's the airport I'm flying to today. And knocked out the weather broadcast system and the self-serve fuel pump. So no fuel available there. It's not a big problem, I just need a fuel up here. I was hoping to get the cheaper fuel in Burlington. It's about a buck cheaper than here in Cedar Rapids. But, oh well. Gotta have enough fuel to go back. The plane is being fueled and Brian arrives with his bike. Brian moonlights as a stand-up comedian and never misses an opportunity to crack a joke.
Life is good. Headed towards the Tour de France. I know I'm a little late, but still gonna try to enter.
We put Brian's bike next to mine, load up the rest of our gear, close the hangar, and get the plane started. Clear!
Cedar Rapids Information, India, 1852 Zulu, wind 240 at 14, gust 22, visibility 10, ceiling 3,300 broken, 4,100 broken, 4,800 overcast, temperature 19er, dew point 13, altimeter 3011, visual approach in use, landing departing runway 27. Hazardous weather information for Iowa and surrounding states available on HIWAS and Flight Service frequencies. Advise initial contact, you have information India.
Alright, pretty gusty wind. It'll be a little bumpy, especially down low. Cedar Rapids clearance, good afternoon, Bonanza 7, Zero Tango Bravo, information India, IFR to Burlington, Wisconsin, ready to copy.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Cedar Rapids clearance, clear the Burlington Airport as filed, maintain 5,000, expect 9,010 minutes after departure, departure frequency 119.7, squawk 5353.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, clear to the Burlington Airport as filed, climb maintain 5,000, expect 9,000 in 10 minutes, 119.7, squawk 5353.
And 0 Tango Bravo, read back correct.
And Bonanza Zero Tango Bravo is at the northwest tees with India, ready for taxi, full length please.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Cedar Rapids ground, runway 27, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 31 at Alpha.
Yeah, the computer says we can do this in under an hour today with the tailwind we have. Clear left, and right, and left turn on Alpha. Okay, turned into the wind for the run-up. Run-up, the brakes are set, the fuel is on the left tank, both tanks are full, flight controls. Pre and correct. Mixture, best power. Magnetos, left. Right.
Ground, maintenance 31, safety air,
instrument air, fuel pressure, oil pressure,
Maintenance 64
meter.
ground, proceed into runway 31
Engine's
safety
looking
area.
good.
safety area, maintenance 64.
Idle check. Pre-takeoff. Mixture is full ridge, prop high, trim, 3 up. Hull flaps are open. Flaps are up. Fuel pump is off, pitot heat is off. Door is closed, the window we leave open. Transponder is on mode C, the squawk is set, lights on the runway. Cedar Rapids Tower, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo is ready, runway 27.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Cedar Rapids Tower, turn right heading 290, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Right heading 290, clear for takeoff, runway 27, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo. Clear approach, clear runway. Alright, we'll climb to 5,000. Take off. Airspeed alive. Temperature, pressure, good. Positive rate. Gear up.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, contact departure.
Contact departure, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo. Have a good day.
You have a great day until we talk to you later. FedEx A443 Lima, run squawk.
Yes, sir, you do the same.
Cedar Rapids Departure, good afternoon, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, 1,600, climbing 5,000.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Cedar Rapids Departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 9,000 and turn right on course, direct to Burlington.
Climb maintain 9,000, right turn on course Burlington, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
The flight today will benefit from a nice tailwind. Strong already here in Iowa, but even stronger as we head into Wisconsin. We're going to Lake Geneva, a small town which is a popular weekend destination for people from Chicago and Milwaukee. The town is on the east side of the lake with the same name. There's a runway at the nearby Grand Geneva Resort. However, from past years I remember this small airport is often closed for special events at the resort which owns it, so it's not really a runway I can count on. So instead, we're flying to Burlington, another few miles to the northeast. It's a city-owned airport with a runway in good shape and plenty of parking. And, important for us today, there's a very bike-friendly route from the Burlington airport to the city of Lake Geneva.
You read about that student pilot that was in the air and the trainer passed out or something. He had
Yeah.
landed by himself.
That was pretty amazing. That is not an easy thing to do on the first flight.
I wouldn't think so.
Don't wish that to anyone. Now, on the other hand, every time I board an airliner,
Your fantasy? You tell your seatmate, oh, I sure hope the pilots pass out today.
oh no. And this is the view I love so much.
Pretty.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, contact Chicago Center on 133.905.
133.905, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo. Have a good weekend.
Good day.
Chicago Center, good afternoon, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, 7,800, climbing 9,000.
Number 70 Tango Bravo, Chicago Center, Dubuque altimeter 3009er.
3009er, thank you.
How did your Oshkosh presentations go?
Pretty good. I gave 4 presentations. 3 were the same topic about mixture management, how to use this knob down here to control the fuel-air ratio. The 4th one was a joint presentation with another YouTuber. We shared some tips and tricks, making flying videos, things we had learned over the years. So yeah, the whole week was fun. I mean, I missed Ragbri, don't get me wrong, but the whole week was a lot of fun.
What did you do when you weren't working?
I recorded a lot of video for some project. Like one day I went out to the seaplane base, did an interview there with the president of the Seaplane Pilot Association, went up for a ride in the seaplane, you know, those kinds of things. One morning I was invited to be in the tower. A couple of times I flew in old vintage airplanes at Twin Beach, like a mini personal airline that before business jets existed. Talked to a lot of people, and then I did the poster project.
I can't believe how much money you made.
Yeah, I can't either. I didn't anticipate the turnout was going to be that good. But it's one guy that bought them all.
Really?
Yeah. All right, here's 9,000. Level off.
S5033, Chicago Center, roger. Center, Aero 604, Alpha, level 5. We're 604 Alpha, roger that.
Thursday, we're going to Germany for 10 days.
604 Echo Alpha, you are level at 5,000, you said. Affirmative, level at 5.
Sounds fun.
604 Alpha.
My mom turns 80 next weekend. Going to be a big party. We've been flying for 21 minutes. Another 31 minutes we'll be there. How long of a drive is it?
About 4 hours according to Google.
All right, let's look at our destination. Burlington. The weather in Burlington is out. We'll look at the weather for East Troy instead, 118.12. And then Burlington itself has a right pattern for 29. That's what we anticipate today. So we're going to go north of the airport into the pattern. Land on runway 29. What does Kenosha have? ENW. 250, 20, gusting 33. Just as strong as it was in Cedar Rapids, if not a little more.
The tailwind is getting stronger and stronger, about 40 knots pushing us towards our destination. We're easily topping 200 knots ground speed in level flight. The only downside is our upcoming bike ride from Burlington back to Lake Geneva, which will be into this wind.
Yeah, so that's the downside. Once we get to Burlington, We have to go straight into the wind to Lake Geneva. I think that calls for a really long stop at that, what's it called, Village Tap?
Yeah.
Or...
I'm gonna be hungry too. I had some breakfast, but I didn't eat lunch, so
Oh, okay.
I'll be ready.
The Village Tap is a small bar conveniently located about halfway between Burlington and Lake Geneva, and it's become a tradition for Brian and me to stop there on the way for a beer and for a bite to eat.
Number 70 Tango Bravo, contact Rockford Approach 126.0.
126.0, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo. Have a good day. Rockford Approach, good afternoon, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, 9000.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Rockford Approach, good afternoon, Rockford Altimeter 3008.
3008, thank you. And we're getting the weather at, what was it, East Troy.
Airport, automated weather observation, 194.3. Zulu, weather, wind, 260 at 18, gust, 26, visibility, 10, ceiling, 3,700, broken, 4,500, overcast, temperature, 21 Celsius, dew point, 13, altimeter, 3000. Troy, municipal, airport.
Okay, so it is Troy. Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo would like to start a descent, please.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, what altitude would you like?
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, how about 4,000?
0 Tango Bravo, descend and maintain 4,000.
Leaving 9,000, descending 4,000, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, thank you.
At some point, we're reaching 215 knots ground speed, though this was in the descent, not in level flight.
Number 0 Tango Bravo, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo.
November 0 Tango Bravo, contact Milwaukee Approach 125.35. Correction, 118. Stand by. One more time there for November 0 Tango Bravo. Milwaukee Approach is 135.87.
135.87, Milwaukee, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo. Have a good evening. Milwaukee Approach, good afternoon, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, leaving 5,000, descending 3,000. I have the NOTAMS for Burlington and the weather for Troy.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Mock Approach, Mitch altimeter is 2996. Understand you have the weather for Burlington. Are you expecting the visual approach?
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, affirmative on the visual approach. Weather is out in Burlington. We got the weather from Troy instead, but looks pretty good for a visual approach.
0 Tango Bravo, Roger. I understand you have the NOTAMS and the weather for Burlington. Yeah,
No.
it's unavailable. The closest I'm going to have is, looks like Kenosha is going to be the closest right now. Their wind's 260 at 23, gust 31, visibility 10, and ceiling 4,000 broken.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, Roger. Once we get a little closer and lower, we'll cancel IFR.
This is 0 Tango Bravo, Roger.
That is Lake Geneva there. But that's the little one where the Mars thing is. Remember we went there? That bar we went to last time at the end of the day?
Yeah.
And then Lake Geneva is the larger one to the right. You take a picture of it? Or could you? Could steal that from my video?
For 0 Tango Bravo, Burlington Airport, 12 o'clock, 10 miles.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, looking for the field. Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo has Burlington inside, request cancelling IFR.
And the 70 Tango Bravo, IFR cancellation received. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Good day.
Squawk VFR leaving your frequency, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo. Thanks for help. Have a good evening. Right, 12305. Burlington traffic, Bonanza Zero Tango Bravo is 6 miles to the west, descending through 3000, will enter a right downwind for runway 29er, full stop Burlington. Bumpy, bumpy. Do you see the airport?
Yes.
Landing gear. Down and locked.
Favorite part of flying?
I enjoy it all. You know, just looking outside and cruise is nice. Landing is fun, taking off is fun. Burlington traffic, Bonanza Zero Tango Bravo, right downwind 29er, full stop Burlington. Landing checklist. Here. Down and locked, 3 greens. Landing light is on. Mixture enriched. Comes on short final. Burlington traffic, Bonanza Zero Tango Bravo, right base 29er, full stop Burlington. Oh, the wind is howling.
Yeah, it could be a long ride.
Burlington traffic, Bonanza Zero Tango Bravo, base to final, runway 29er, full stop Burlington. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop. Ooh. Burlington traffic, Bonanza Zero Tango Bravo, clear of the runway, taxiing to the ramp, Burlington. Well, how about in here? I'll just push it back with the toll bar.
On the ground, we unpack and put the bikes together. Everything we need for the weekend in Lake Geneva has to go into the pannier bags which we attach to the bikes. And then we ride. It's about 12 miles from the Burlington airport to our hotel in Lake Geneva. First, we take paved roads with a nice wide shoulder. Then we join the White River State Trail, which shows some wear and tear from the recent storms. Wisconsin is seeing record amounts of rain this month, September 2019, and I guess we're lucky it is as nice as it is for this weekend of our bike ride. Here we pick a scenic spot for a break and a celebratory drink. The handlebar of my bicycle, by the way, is equipped with a little bottle opener. Very convenient on these rides. A bit later, we arrive at the Village Tap. That's the bar which marks the halfway point between Burlington and Lake Geneva. They have good German beer here on tap, and we get a bite to eat as well. Not exactly health food, but it'll do for right now. I guess you can't go to Wisconsin and not have cheese curds. After this stop, we continue riding for about another half hour to Lake Geneva. check into the hotel, then head out into town to meet with some of our friends who, like us, have become regulars at this annual ride around Lake Geneva. Like this guy here from Chicago, who goes by his nickname Frenchie, even though he's originally from the UK. The next morning, we gather at Champs. That's the official start and end point for the ride. The weather is fantastic. Maybe a tad bit chilly yet in the morning, but it's going to warm up to the mid-70s today. Perfect riding weather. The ride itself is not all that challenging. It's 21 miles around the lake, something anyone can do with a little practice. There are a few gentle inclines, and one not so gentle, a short but steep hill, but for the most part this is a fun day of riding, not a strenuous day. About halfway around the lake is Fontana, a small town with a marina and a couple of restaurants. We stop here for lunch. We continue around the lake to Pier 290. And then, a while later, we get to a place called Mars Resort, which is actually on Lake Como, just north of Lake Geneva. If you time it right, you can enjoy a beautiful sunset from the bar on the beach here at Mars. It's been a fun day. I got some sun. I had a few beers. So in the interest of safety, I'll stop here for today because showing you any more would really be irresponsible. And we want to show responsible things here, and we'll leave it at that. Check in tomorrow morning. The next morning, Brian and I ride back to the Burlington airport the same way we came, minus the pier stop, of course. We load up the plane and fly home. There's no tailwind this time, but at least the wind is much slower today than it was on the way here. If this looked like fun, maybe you'll join us in September of 2020 for the next Fat Tire ride of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Would be great to see you there. As always, a like for this video is appreciated. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to the channel so you'll see my future videos and help me grow the channel. Fly safe, ride safe, and see you next time.